Lagos is not just Nigeria's commercial capital, it's the country's most populous city. It's estimated that nearly 6,000 people come into the commercial hub every day with no plans to leave. CGTN's Deji Badmus explores how the megacity dream is now turning into a nightmare for many in Lagos.
With a population of over 21 million people, Lagos is Africa's most populous city. It's also a very densely populated city, with a density of around 6,871 residents per square kilometer. And by 2050, the city's population is projected to double, which will make it the third largest city in the world. But it would seriously lag behind in terms of infrastructure compared to other large cities of the world. Even at the moment, the city's infrastructure is overburdened by its large population.
Now, every Lagosian would tell you that the biggest headache they confront on a daily basis is commuting around the city. Whether it's going to work or returning, keeping appointments or running errands, it could be a nightmare. Traffic jam is something you never can avoid. And it's one of the reasons why your best bet of commuting around the city is using these guys.
So I do a morning show that starts at 6 a.m. That means I need to leave the house at 4:30 a.m. to get to the office at about 6 a.m. So that's my daily life, every day of my life for the past 7 years. So it's pretty hectic and it could be pretty challenging on your health and family. It's very tough.
The government of the city estimates that at least 1.6 million vehicles ply Lagos roads every day. Of that figure, it estimates that 226 cars run on the city's roads per kilometer. The national average is 16 cars per kilometer. That clearly explains the city's notorious traffic jam, and it's the residents who are bearing the brunt.
It's a major problem because, whether we like it or not, I mean, since there's no rail, I mean, you have to go by road. So, except the rail option is is adopted, which I think is a major capital-intensive thing, which will take years to actualize. We have no choice than to, cope with whatever is happening in Lagos with the attendant inconveniences.
The government of the city is actually building a light rail to ease its transportation challenge, but the project is almost grounded to a halt for lack of funds. By the time it's completed, the dynamics of the population may have changed.
But we can plan for population growth. Data would show us how many people we would have, how many children are being born every year. But we don't take a look at data. If we don't work with data, you can't build cities. For traffic especially, you need to look at where people work. Why do people move far distances to work? Do we need to bring workplaces closer to where people are, or build more affordable houses? For instance, build more affordable housing on the island where most people work, come from the mainland to the island. So if you build affordable housing there, they don't have to travel long distances. If some offices are on the mainland or you work remotely, it's also very easier.
Working and living in Lagos could be quite interesting, but it could also be quite annoying and frustrating as well. Those who have gotten used to the city somehow fall in love with it and devise their means of dealing with the troubles it throws at them. But if authorities do not do more than they're doing at the moment to match the infrastructure with the population growth, the city may sooner than later buckle under the weight of its own population. Deji, CGTN, Lagos, Nigeria.